Hey, this video goes out to all my fellow veterans that might need to hear it. So, I started this channel, Meet the Veterans, and what my initial plan with this channel was to basically go out, talk to as many veterans as I could talk to on the streets, ask them a couple of questions, um, you know, just try to connect with different veterans and show them that there are resources out here for us, and if they had any resources of their own that they knew of, then hey, they'll just pass them on to all of us, and we'll just keep it moving, right? That's how we roll. But um, prior to me wanting to do that, um, I ended up I ended up just falling into a. I ended up having a. I don't want to say a mental breakdown, but I thought I was going to go crazy. I thought I was going crazy. I thought that I didn't know what to think. And I ended up getting help. I ended up calling the suicide hotline for the VA. And luckily, I ended up getting help from a friend of mine who is also my social worker. He actually got me to go see a psychiatrist, and so that's the main reason that I'm putting this video out. So I'm just gonna give you a little backstory on why I am the way I am, and well, no, I'm gonna give you a backstory on my time in the military until now, and I'm gonna let you know what happened to me. And hopefully, if you guys are going through the same thing I'm going through, this will be hopefully some relief, but you still need to go and get help. All right, so check it out. So I went and I joined the Army 2003. I served in Iraq from '04 to '05. I did my last year back in Germany where I was stationed, and I was home by August of 2006. So in August 2006, I basically, started drinking like we normally drank, back at Germany. Nothing, nothing serious. Little by little, as the years started to creep, um, I started noticing that, you know, uh, I was starting to have, issues with feelings, depression, anxiety, things like that, and being a man, you don't you don't talk about stuff like that. So I decided to go ahead and drink my thoughts, drink my emotions, drink my sorrow, anything you could think. I was drinking it away. Um, I did that for 17 years. Um, I just stopped drinking in August of last year after a family member of mine had passed away. My mom and my children's mother had basically told me, like, you need to stop. So I did. I listened to them, and I stopped. I stopped in August of last year, and I'm proud to say that I have not abused alcohol for 14 months. But that's not what I came out here to tell you guys. So when I decided to stop drinking, I weighed about 180 something pounds, about 185 pounds. and stopped drinking. And hey, I started losing weight, and I started feeling better about myself, and I was on the right track. I was trying to get my life back together. After 17 years of being an alcoholic, and you're sober, and you start seeing the destruction that it did to not only yourself physically, you start seeing what it did to yourself mentally, and you start seeing what it really did to your family. And it really, really, pardon my language, it really fucks your family up pretty fucking bad. So, like I said, I thought everything was okay. Everybody was proud of me. Shit, I even stopped smoking cigarettes, and I have been smoking cigarettes since I was fucking 17 years old, before I joined the military. I stopped all that shit. And like I said, I thought I was doing okay. And I want to say sometime in July, I started noticing that this year in July, I started noticing that I was having like very strong emotions. I would get in my mind, I was going back to theater and you know, reliving some of the events that happened, and I didn't know what to make of it. I was feeling sorrow. I was crying like my mother died. I was feeling angry. I was angry, like just angry. Um, Sad. Started getting very, very depressed. Started My anxiety's off going crazy. Uh, and I'm thinking like, what is going on? Like, why am I feeling like this? What's going on? What's going on? I didn't say shit to nobody, of course. I'm gonna get through it. So July turns to August. August turns to September, and by September, um, it's really getting bad. I'm starting to think like I can't stop my memories from going. I can't stop. I can't stop thinking. But not only about Iraq. I mean, I'm thinking about everything that I've done from the time that I got out to now. How I've let my kids down, let my family down, everything. Right? I mean, as somebody who has, I have PTSD. I have depression. I have anxiety. So anybody that knows how they are or how that works is, once you get going in that cycle, it's hard to come out of it. You really start seeing what kind of a piece of shit you really are. So I uh, I couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop thinking. I couldn't stop my emotions. I couldn't control it. And that's what was very frustrating to me, is I could not control my emotions to save my life. I actually thought I was going crazy. I had seriously thought about, you know what, maybe things would be a lot better if I wasn't here and things like that. And I don't want to say too much because I know my kids are going to watch this, but at the same time, I do need to speak to you guys who are thinking those thoughts, who do have little kids or big kids or grown kids. You guys need to understand, and this is why I am putting this video out. What really kind of set me off, or what really kind of got me going, was um no. So what happened after I couldn't control everything. I I just I thought I was losing it, and I thought that my kids were gonna end up seeing me go crazy. So last week I had a breakdown, and I had asked the mother of my children to please help me. I didn't know what else to do. I don't know who else to ask. She's the only one. She's the only one that really knows me, that knows how I am. So she did. She reached out. She got the help that I needed, and so I saw a psychiatrist, and I let her know everything that happened in Iraq. I let her know everything that's happened since I got out of Iraq, and I was very surprised. I was talking to her, and after I had told her what I was thinking, what was going on, how I had been thinking over the last several months, she kind of leaned back in her chair and she gave me a little smirk and she said, "Mr. Paras, I want you to know that everything's going to be okay. What you're going through is normal." And I looked at her like, how is this normal? And she had told me that in cases where veterans like myself who have used alcohol, drugs, pills, whatever your cup of coffee is, to suppress those thoughts and emotions, she basically told me that I had abused it for so long that when I decided to stop drinking in August of last year, um, it took almost a whole year for my body to completely detoxify from my from my alcohol. And once your body detoxifies, you then go into a basically like a reboot. Your mental, your physical starts a reboot. And what happens is the alcohol that you no longer have in your system to suppress your feelings and your emotions is gone. And now you're left to deal with all that. And that's what was happening to me. I didn't even know that that happens. I thought I was going crazy. So I could see how service members who are alcoholics or drug addicts or whatever, pill addicts or whatever the case may be, I could see how they could go ahead and do the unthinkable. I see it. I thought it. I understand. But I'm making this video so you guys understand or may have a concept of what's going on in your mental. It's okay, man. You're good. Put that shit down. Stop drinking. And if you stop drinking, good. This is what you might have to look forward to. You're gonna stop drinking. You're gonna get better. You're gonna lose weight. You're gonna feel good about yourself. But then you're gonna reboot. And when you reboot, you're gonna have these feelings. You're gonna have these thoughts. You're gonna have everything just coming up, and you're gonna have to learn. No, no. You're gonna have to go get help. And there's nothing wrong with asking for help. Nothing wrong with it. Go get help. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with it. So this is why I'm putting that video out. So all these other videos that you see from here on out, I'm just going to be talking to veterans. That's it. I'm going to be asking them questions. I'm going to be giving them resources. I'm just going to try to help them out as much as I can. And that's what this is. But before I started putting those videos out, I had to make this video. I had to. I feel like it's an obligation of mine to share with my fellow veterans who are struggling mentally. I gotta help you guys out, man. Y'all my battle buddies. We gotta get through this together. And if another veteran can't express him or herself to another veteran so that that veteran could get help, well, what the fuck are we here for then? Why the fuck did we go do all that shit and go fight and go do all that stuff to be in this great country of ours if we can't even help each other out? There's no point in that. I don't see no point in that. So I hope that my story or my experience can help you guys in any way, shape, or form. So if you're drinking right now, or if you're doing drugs, or if you're taking pills, or whatever you're doing to suppress those thoughts and those emotions, man, stop that shit. You don't need that shit. You're better than that. Now, I'm not saying that you need to, you know, not have a beer from time to time or anything like that. It might be better that you don't. I don't. But I just feel that drinking, drugs, pills, anything that you're doing to suppress all that, that has to stop. You need to get a hold of yourself and you need to tell yourself like, man, I'm better than this. I could get through this. If I could get through that shit, I could get through this shit. And another thing that you could do too that might help you, talk to your family. Ask for help. I mean, seriously, talk to your family. They see what's going on with you. They're not stupid. Especially kids. Kids see everything. They know. Kids know when you're fucked up. Especially if, you know, if you're really fucked up. I was really fucked up. My kids saw me. They saw how I was that week, last week. Just get the help you need. Okay? Like, there's nothing else but help. That should be the only thing on your mind right now is helping yourself. Because until you help yourself, you can't help nothing. And if you're like me and you drank and drank and drank and drank, and then after sobering up, you look around and you see the devastation that was left, that should be more than enough to get you off your ass, to get help, save your family, and try to live the best life that you can from here on out. I mean, you owe it to yourself. You're a fucking veteran. I mean, let's not fucking bullshit. There's only so many of us. Only so many of us. And to be honest with you, the United States of America, the people of the United States of America, man, they have no idea what we go through. None. At all. If half of them understood what we went through, man, you know how much more shit we'd have? You know how much more resources we'd have? A lot more. You guys gotta wake up. You gotta do it for yourself, man. Do it for your family. At the very least, your family. So, I just want to end this by saying, if you do need help, if you need to talk to anybody, there's a VA hotline that you could call. There are local resources in your area. Look up va.gov. There's numbers. There's so many resources, guys. So many resources. There's so many resources, it'd be stupid to not take advantage of them. But I understand. Especially right now, if I'm looking at you right now and you're there and you're still stuck in here, I hear you. I'm hearing you right now, like, I'm good. You're saying I'm good, I don't need it. Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, when you do need it, I'll be here. You comment down below, I'll be here. You know? Anybody else, I mean, I encourage anybody that's watching this that is a veteran or a family member of a veteran, if you feel obligated that you could help some of these veterans out just by commenting on anything that they say, giving them the encouragement to stop, to get help, please do that, please. the more that these veterans see that people care for them and people really want to see them succeed and really want to change their life, they'll do it. They'll do it. But you know, it takes bringing out. It takes coming out and expressing yourself like this to impact other veterans. And man, trust me, this shit makes me nervous, man. Like I'm scared as shit to put this on YouTube, but I know that I felt like I had to do it. I had to do it. I went and got me my little microphone thing, and the fucking thing's charging, but I'm just so impatient to put this out. Like I don't even care about none of that. I just want to get this message out to you guys because I know that there's somebody, at least one person right now that's going to see this, and I know that they're going to need this help, and I know it's going to help them. And just by me helping that one person, fuck yeah. That's what's up. I helped them. Great. Awesome. So please, I'm asking you, from veteran to veteran, if you do need help, get the help. If you've already stopped drinking or stopped doing the drugs or stopped doing the pills, awesome. Continue the good work. This might happen to you like it did me. It might not. If it does, get the help you need. If it doesn't, still, still go to therapy. Doesn't hurt. Talk about it. And if you're doing all that, if you're going to therapy and you're doing all that, man, awesome. Please comment down below that you're taking care of yourself and you're doing it so that these other guys could see that, hey, you know what? They could do it. I could do it. And that's it. Now, I hope from this time on, I hope you enjoy my podcast. I hope you enjoy the content that I'm going to be bringing you guys. Like I said, I am just going to be walking around the streets of San Antonio, asking different veterans or family members of veterans different questions and showing them any resources that they might have. And if you guys have any resources that you want to put out, feel free to put that out. This is an open forum for veterans. This is why I made the show Where Veterans Meet, because I want every single veteran, I don't care if you're Army, Navy, Air Force, the Marines, I don't give a shit. Coast Guard, Space, I don't give a shit. My platform, you could come, you could talk your shit, you could fucking say what you want to say. I don't care. I just want to help. I just want to help my fellow veterans, and I just want to show them that there is the right way to go. There is a right way to handle all this stuff that we've been through. Okay? So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy my podcast. I hope that I do bring at least a smile on you guys' face. You know what I mean? I know it's kind of hard sometimes, but hey, I'll try. And just, I wish you guys the best of luck. Have a good one.